Good evening, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on where this video is reaching you from. I greet you in the name of the Lord. My name is Chantel Adebayo. Just a minute. I think there's so much noise outside. I greet you all in the name of the Lord. Thank you all for listening. Injustice to one is injustice to all. And I'm here to tell a little story about Apostle Cassie. The little I know about him, I was opportune to meet with him, to know him, to have him as a friend, as a spiritual father, as someone I've grown to love. He's someone that is open for those of you who truly know him, who have met him in person. He is a very jovial person, and he's very nice and good to talk to. He listens a lot, and he shares his own opinion. He's nice. Let me put it that way. He's a very nice person, and it's unfortunate that he has fallen into some struggles that he's trying to get himself out from. And I am here to discuss about him to the little of my understanding on how all those shenanigans they all started. It started with a woman whose name is Ruth Matthews, who she lost a child in Mercy City. This is the church of Omoto Fufenye, where he was I think there was a program where this lady went to this program, and in the process she lost her child. She went there with 4 children of hers and her stepdaughter, according to the news. And she met with Omoto Fufeye, who prophesied to her, and was also surprised that a crippled woman could have children. And he prophesied to the little one that we are looking for at the moment right now, that is currently missing at the moment right now, whose name is Testimony Ayo. And this child has been missing since 2019. And until date, we are still shouting and hoping that the government and the other pastors can look into this, and we are just doing our part by advocating for this little child, because it could happen to anyone. And what really brought Apostle Cassie into this issue was when Prof X, a blogger, said something about this missing child, and assumed that probably this child could have been killed or something. And Apostle Cassie came into the picture when he came across the video of Prof X, and decided to reach Prof X to tell him about this child, that the child is missing. No, he talked about, if I'm not mistaken, he talked about Ruth probably dead. That's why she's not talking about it, which is the
Yeah,
mother.
yeah, you are right. She thought he thought that Ruth was dead.
Ruth was dead. And Apostle Cassie reached him and tried to clarify him on that Ruth, the mother of this missing child, is not dead, but the child is still missing. And that was where we all, the whole world, got to know that this child has been missing since 2019, and no one is talking about it. Ruth actually went to Brekete, and Brekete decided not to talk on the case due to the fact that Ruth, they said that she was not what? Brad Kingsley, can you help me on that? She was inconsistent with the
Yeah.
truth. So
she was inconsistent.
yes, and for that they dropped the case on her.
Just because she never told them that she went there with the daughter.
With the
The
stepdaughter.
stepdaughter.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if we have to look into the story, how everything went on, Ruth, when the child got missing, went to Prophet Omotofufuye and explained to him, and he asked his protocols to throw him out of the church, that she came here to destroy his ministry. And in the process, Ruth met with one of the protocols who told her to lie, due to the fact that if she goes there and tell the truth that she was the one who allowed her children to go with these two women, that they will not take her seriously. And Ruth has her phone on her. There's a lot of conspiracy going on concerning this Ruth issue. Ruth has her phone on her when she was recording a lot of things, which this man got to know about the phone, including when she went to the station and there was a policeman who told her that, please, madam, please pray so that they can find your own, because others have come and they've not seen their own to date. And she has all those things on record. And this particular man, I don't know if he's Pastor Marcos at this time now, who took her phone and stole her money. They have been preying on this woman from day one. They stole her money. They stole this crippled woman's money, and they stole her phone so that she would not have any evidence or anything against them, and they threw her out. This is a woman that paid money to be in that premises, in that church. She paid 80,000 to be registered there. She paid for the hotel bills in that church. And at the end of the day, they threw her out. And since 2019, and we're in 2022, and the child hasn't been found yet. And we have a lot of good people, a lot of bloggers who came out, who has been talking and advocating for justice for this little child. And a lot of pastors, they've been silent all along. And all Apostle Cassie did was to draw the attention of Prof X to make him understand that Ruth Matthews is not dead. And in the process, while he started advocating for the missing child and helping Ruth through this hard time that she has been going through, we discovered that there was a lady that was sending Ruth money, who was supposed to be a spiritual daughter to Omotofufuye, which we all know today by the name of Prophetess Grace, who has been sending Ruth money right from the beginning till the day she came out openly and said that she hasn't seen her child. And till now, we are still wondering why this lady was sending her money. Was it to shut her up? We don't know. And this same lady has actually arrested or wrote a petition on Apostle Cassie one time, because Apostle Cassie went off the line by calling her names, and they took it upon themselves to arrest him. Right, Kingsley, am I right? Did they not arrest Apostle Cassie on when Apostle Cassie called Prophetess Grace names?
You are right.
And
but it's the same. It's still the same on the issue of this petition.
Petition, okay.
It's just this.
Still among the petition.
It's among even this arrest now. It's among.
Okay. And according to what we've been seeing so far on the internet, this Prophetess Grace has insulted a lot of people, including the crippled woman. She called her the same name they are arresting Apostle Cassie for. She called her a prostitute. She called her not human. She called her a lot of names. The video there on her wall. I think her page is Solution House or so. And this same prophet, Omotofufuye, who has arrested Apostle Cassie, has a spiritual son also, whose name is Emeka Onu, who has been insulting a lot of people and a lot of bloggers, and he has threatened he has threatened a lot of people with deaths, physically and spiritually, and arrests. And he's still working and no one is doing anything about it. What country are we living into where the poor can be molested, intimidated, and arrested for no good cause, and the government are doing nothing about it? And people have been advocating for the release of Apostle Cassie, and no one is doing anything about it until yesterday when Showore went to see Apostle Cassie. He wasn't allowed to see him, and he bought some food to give to him because they didn't allow anyone to see him. So we assume he hasn't eaten since on the 6th of July 2022. He has been arrested and we don't have any news from him. And I feel this is injustice on his part. We are pleading to the government, to everyone that cares to listen, that this man of God, Omoto Fufeye, has been arresting people, has been molesting people. He claimed that Apostle Cassie has defamed his character. And with everything we've seen so far, there was never a video you can go and watch. I think his page name is Pene TV. There was never a time he insulted this man of God called Prophet Jeremiah Omoto Fufeye. There's never a time he has insulted him. It came to a time where he was blackmailed because he felt the need he wanted peace for himself. He wanted peace for himself. He wanted everything to go away. The blackmail, the intimidation, and the bullying Omoto Fufeye was giving to Apostle Cassie was just too much. And I don't want to say something I don't know, and I want to say things that I know I can defend. I believe somebody reached out to him, according to the news, and asked him to go and apologize, that Omoto Fufeye asked him to apologize, that if he did apologize, that he would drop the charges against him. And Omoto Fufeye said this to someone who passed the message to Apostle Cassie, and he, in his own way, felt the need to apologize to Omoto Fufeye. And by doing this, it was as if it was a trap, another man of God using another man of God. This is injustice. And he came out, he apologized to the word and apologized to Omoto Fufeye. He has made up his mind that he wasn't going to talk about this case of this little child anymore, the missing child, who was missing in Omoto Fufeye's church premises. And he's doing nothing about it. Since 2019, he had never come on air for once to address the world, because the world is angry. Everyone has been talking on this case, and he's paying deaf ears to it. And all we get are his children, Prophetess Disgrace, excuse my language, please, word, Prophetess Grace, and Emeka Onu, who has been coming out to speak on his behalf and has been threatening people who come on air, including myself, to advocate for this missing child. Please, we are asking the government, all the social media platform, to come into this case, and everyone that can help in search for this little child. We are asking for all your help. We are asking for justice for Prophet Apostle Cassie. We are asking for justice for Baby Testimony. We are here to beg the word. This thing is getting out of hand. They have been bullying this man for a very long time. There was a video that came out where Prophet Jeremiah said during the passing away of TB Joshua, he said that the work of TB Joshua is greater than that of Bishop Idahosa. And Apostle Cassie came out and said that that was a wrong word for him to use. And he made Apostle Cassie come to his church, bullied him, and asked him to apologize for something he said. And he's on air. They've deleted that video. He's on air. He actually said those words, that TB Joshua is greater than TB Joshua's work is greater than that of late Bishop Idahosa, and this was
Archbishop
what
also.
Archbishop Idahosa, and this was what Apostle Cassie was fighting against, that he shouldn't have done it. And in that process, Apostle Cassie probably crossed the line, because Archbishop Idahosa was also a spiritual father to him, according to him. He profited from his ministry and his schooling. So he felt the need to fight for his spiritual father, who has helped him to become who he is today. And Prophet Omoto Fufuyi said that he never said those words. And those words are on air today. He said those words. And he made that man to lie down in his church and apologize to him, while all his members till today have been mocking him for doing that, and calling him names, and calling him, insulting him. And that, to me, is bullying, is disgrace, and is defaming also of character. And the same thing he's saying Apostle Cassie has done to him, he is doing it also to Apostle Cassie. And right now he has arrested him. He brought in Interpol police. I believe Interpol police, is it Interpol police? Are they policemen? Sorry, I've been away for so long, so I don't know how this thing works.
No, Interpol, their duty is just international business.
Thank you. Interpol, yeah. So he brought in this Interpol to arrest him, and I think that for this case, I don't think that's the duty of the Interpol people or police. I don't know how to put it, and it's really getting to everyone right now that a man of God who claimed he's a billionaire prophet took it upon himself to intimidate another man of God, because he felt that the other man of God is not worthy or rich enough to compete with him. Is this what Christianity has turned us into right now? Showing that we have money and bullying others. In this space of social media, we have come to a point where everyone brings out their video, they speak on their own, they add their own opinion, and anyone can pick it and analyze it to their own understanding. And I don't think it's supposed to be a thing where we have to be arresting ourselves over. And this is just too much. So I will give our brother time to say his own part. So our please go ahead.
Sister Chante, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
I know it's late now. I know we are supposed to be sleeping.
Yeah.
First and foremost, I just want to say, I want to say something before I go into a few things I want to say. So many people might be thinking we are backstabber, we don't like Apostle Cassie because of what we said before. Remember, if a father or if a child goes wrong, the father will beat the child with his right hand and draw the child back with his left hand. Now, if a friend goes wrong or has done something wrong, a good friend corrects his friend before fighting for him. You just jump into fighting or defending a friend when you know a friend has done something wrong. Now, where did it go wrong as a friend to us? By going out and making an apology, using baby testimony or root case as a blockage, I believe we will watch the video, and we know it's out of fear and out of they programmed him to do that, and he did it, and he fell in the trap. Now, while we were trying to, we were not quarreling with him. We always sending a word of reproof, a word of rebuke, and a word of correction. In case of next time, when he gets to this kind of situation as a man of God, as a man that he said God has called him, he should stand for the truth no matter what. Now, aside being at his main, as I've said this, I want to say we still love him and we still fight for his freedom. And we still support him all the way, no matter what it takes, no matter who see us as a betrayer or who see us as people that don't like Cassie or who goes out there to speak. This is not time to talk about what any other person have said or to challenge what the other person has said. This is a time to come together and put our head together and cry to the government for the government to go into this issue and let Cassie be free. Now, let me just add a little bit to what you've said. Cassie has never insulted Jeremiah. Now, let me just bring a word here that generally we will understand. Now, if Buhari, our president, wants to arrest all Nigerians and bloggers that have been insulting him, even the comedians, the Nigerian comedian that goes on stage and insult him, you think any of us or any Nigerians will still be alive? We have freedom walking on the street? I think they will have to build a very big prison that will accommodate so many Nigerians. Or in terms of Oshomole, you know how many people have insulted Oshomole? Call him names, even call him Chipazin. How many people has he arrested when he was a governor, even when he is an ex-governor? So there are so many pastors out there that people have insulted. Even the TB Joshua that he is emulating today, TB Joshua have been insulted. Is even up to now in his grave, they are still insulting him, calling him names. So now, Apostle Cassie never did wrong to ask the police or ask the government to ask Mercy City to provide the CCTV footage. That was only what he asked. That was only what he was talking about.
That's what.
Now, let me remind you something. The hatred started from the first time Apostle Cassie challenged him about the insult about the Archbishop of Idausa. That was where the hatred started. Immediately that thing happened and Apostle Cassie went there to beg. That was where the symphony started. If at the first time he never begged him and he knew that yes, Jeremiah said that word about Archbishop Idausa, he stood his ground. I believe now they will not try him again and begin to turn him around like the chair of an office. Now, the truth is this: we are talking about the government to come into this matter and release Cassie.
We also want the government to talk in the case of the missing child.
But the truth is this, Sister Shante: the police, they are working for the rich. They are not working to protect the lives and property they were sworn in to do. Now, the prison break that took place in Abuja, up till now, no prisoner have been found. The people that did that, the people that did that havoc cannot be traced, cannot be found. But a civilian called a prophet can give Nigeria police money, even give the Interpol money to go and arrest Apostle Cassie in Benin and detain him for more than 24 hours. Today making it 4 days against the law. Which country are we from? How do we get to this place? How do we get to this place? It is a shame for me to call myself a Nigerian. I will tell you the truth. It's only Nigeria that country, this kind of thing happen. Now, let me tell you another thing. We cannot call on the AIG to help us, because before the Interpol will go and do this arrest, they were commanded by the head. The boys will not just leave Abuja and go and arrest Cassie. No. The command comes from above. It's either it's from the IG or from the, I don't care to know who is in charge, but it was from their senior officer or whoever that is above that have sent those Interpol to go and do that dirty job. That is not the job of an Interpol. Abakari that have been arrested is supposed to be sent to America, but today is still in Nigeria. Criminals are everywhere. Boko Harams are everywhere. But they went as far as using Interpol to arrest Apostle Cassie because he's a millionaire or a billionaire. What is wrong with that country, Nigeria? Is this the country that we say is going to be better? That the freedom of speech is being taken away? This freedom of expression is being taken away? That no one can say or no one can stand and speak the truth because some group of people, they are billionaires, they can control the constitution with their money. In the first place, who is supposed to be arrested now? It is Jeremiah. For not coming out to address the case of testimony. For not telling us who are those two women that came to his church. He is supposed to be behind bar. He is supposed to be arrested by the same idiot Interpol that did this nonsense. Frankly speaking, emotions be kept aside. Now let us face the real fact. Apostle Cassie did the wrong, but was he supposed to be treated like this as a human being? It's not an animal. We are no longer in the era of slave.
No, we shouldn't be putting ourselves in that position that we are slaves. We are no longer slaves.
That's what they are doing. That is what these pastors are doing, my sister. You cannot talk. You cannot correct them. If you correct them, they tell you are touching the anointed. Who are the anointed? Who make them anointed? Who make him a senior prophet? Who make him a senior prophet? Where is the senior prophet coming from? These are the things, you know why this is happening? Because our constitution is not controlling these churches. Our government, they are not controlling these churches. You cannot come to Europe and have a church and you don't pay tax and do nonsense. If there's a certain amount you have in your account as the owner of a company, you will have to declare it every year. You will have to declare it every year. How do you make that money? How do you make this profit? Where did this money come from? You will declare it every day. And if you cannot declare it, give them a right proof or give them a right document of how you make that money. You go in for it. But Nigeria is not like that. A man will come out and say he's a billionaire. It doesn't have, there's no root of how he make the money. Check him 5 years ago. How was he? Between 5 years, between 2019 till now, which business does he have that make him to buy a private jet? That make him to call himself a billionaire prophet? Is he richer than Tinubu? Do you know how many people have insulted Tinubu, even in Lagos? During the NSAS? Was anyone arrested? We should just say the way it is. That country is the wrong place. We came from a wrong country, a country that can never change. It's a shame.
The country will change. We have good people in the country.
How is it good to change?
We still have good people in the country.
Let me tell you, Sister Chantel. Let me tell you one thing. any place that you allow the wicked to surface, to be above, then the right, the good ones will never see any space of window to bring out their head. Do you know that this country is getting worse? Let me tell you something. When I was in Nigeria, years back, I was coming from Lagos. I just came down from the bus going home at about after 11, and I was controlled by the police. They saw the goods I was carrying. I was coming with the luggage I was carrying. Clothes was inside, shoes. I told them I'm just coming from Lagos. I just came down from a Yari bus, and I'm waiting for my younger brother to pick me up to come and pick me up I think close to NTA at TV Road. They say no, I'm a criminal. That armed robber just robbed right now, just about five pole away from where I was standing. That I resemble one of them. Then I asked them, how do you know the armed robber resembled me? Do you see any of them? He said I should ask the policeman. I don't have right to ask policeman a question. I was taken straight to the barrack, to the police station. They didn't allow me to call any of my family to tell you how wicked that country is. What I'm telling you now is more than 20 years ago. They are telling me Nigeria will be good. The next morning, my uncles, my aunties, and my people, when they found, I later reached them through somebody that was released from the police station. It was a war in the police station that day. The policemen that arrested me, they were running a tasketer because they met their match. They never expected that people that will come for me, they are powerful. They started begging. Why were they They were thinking maybe my family will come and beg and pay them money and let me go. But it was in the other way around. They were telling me Nigeria will go. Who is going to make it good? When the mentality of people, they are wicked. Now, you say it's going to good. Now, do you know how many followers Jeremiah have? Jeremiah have a lot of followers that are supporting him, clapping for him. Until those people mentality are changed, Nigeria will never good. Do you know how many followers Suleiman have? Do you know how many followers all these pastors have? As far as those pastors, they have iPads. They have followers that are clapping for them, even when they are doing evil. Nigeria will never be good. Until our mindset change individually, we reset our mindset by ourselves and see these people, these charlatans, that are just extracting people, using people's money to intimidate other people that don't have. Is it because let's assume Cassie was Suleiman, or let's assume Cassie was Oyedipo. Let's assume Cassie was Papa Odichejafo. Let's assume Cassie was Christo Yakilome. Do you think Jeremiah will have the guts to send it up and pick Oyakilome? You see the reason why other pastors don't want to talk about testimony issue. This is the main reason. Because if they talk, because they don't have, those ones don't have money, that they say they are the real pastor, because they are afraid to be arrested. They are afraid to be intimidated. They are afraid to be abused by this so-called pastor that have money. Not that they don't know the truth, but they are afraid to speak in that country because they don't have influence. If they speak, the next day Itapo will go and carry them. DSS will go and pick them because the other pastor have money. This is wrong. It is wrong. Let's call a spade a spade. Mo call foul, mo call pepeye. These people, they have done they have what they
okay, thank you.
They've get to the top of it all. Enough is enough. If Cassie was a family of one of these followers that are following them, what would they say? That is why you see yesterday, I spoke my mind. I spoke my mind yesterday. And I don't hold anybody an apology for it. I cannot say Cassie is my friend. Then I have a friend that his spiritual father is tormenting a friend I love. Then I cannot speak it out boldly. I will be hiding it. Just the video we watched today, people that don't have idea of this story before, they are confirming that Jeremiah is behind the arrest. Why you as a friend, you are afraid to speak? You are begging Jeremiah to release your friend. What has he done? Why have we not begged enough? Cassie has begged enough. Does he want to turn Cassie to a slave? Or does he want Cassie to come and be cleaning his wife's shoe and stand in the front of the gate and clean all his members' shoe that want to go into the church? Is that what you want?
That is why I came out this evening. That's why I came out this evening. We want justice for baby testimony.
We are not begging him. We are not begging Jeremiah to remove hand from his waist. We are crying. We are shouting for justice. Let your world know. Let Nigerians know.
Everybody knows already. They all know. Please, we are begging. This is injustice.
Let everyone comes out. Every social media, every bloggers, every social media users, influencer that are most especially those in those states.
Advocate for this. It could
both the ones in those states.
Anyone. It could happen.
All the comedians. I beg every one of you to come out and cry out for justice for Apostle Cassie.
Please.
Edo Pikin, I call on you. I call on Parara. I'm begging every one of you to come out and cry for justice for this fellow Nigerian. Enough is enough.
Please, I'm begging everyone. This is injustice. Injustice to one is injustice to all. Imagine a cripple went to a church, she lost her child, and nobody's doing anything about it because they believe they can intimidate the woman. They believe they can ride on her and do whatever they want, and nobody's going to say anything about it. Same thing is happening to Apostle Cassie right now, and nobody's saying anything about it. How long are we going to continue like this? You come to the social media space, you say a thing, and somebody will arrest you for it. But when you do it and they take it, you don't have anything to say about it because we don't have money, because Apostle Cassie don't have money, because Ruth is poor. They're rising on this.
Let me tell you something.
Please, let me tell you something. The word.
Our policemen, they are our problem. I'm telling you the truth. Do you know what we in Spain, do you know what to pass through in Spain? Just to get a police report, to do one or document it, you know what we suffer from them? There's more story to talk about the police. There are more stories we need to talk about our policemen, about our security forces. We are suffering in the hand of the police. What is the code to become a policeman? What is the duty of a policeman? What is the duty of a policeman?
We're begging the word, please. Everyone should come to this.
Greediness have taken over our security system. That anybody can go down, give them money to arrest anybody, and they will arrest that person.
It's getting out of hand, please. We're begging.
Who did he kill? Who did Cassie kill? Who? He didn't rape any woman. He didn't rape any underage. He has not killed anybody. Or has he gone to rob? Did he go to Jeremiah's church and rob his church instrument?
They're just laying allegations upon allegations upon
what allegations. What has he done?
Him. He has done nothing.
If he opened his mouth and called for the disgrace a prostitute, he was not wrong. Do you know what it means to be
Ruth a prostitute?
Yes.
She insulted a lot of people. She has been insulting people online. We see this daily.
If he calls that woman a prostitute, do you know how many people that call people prostitute in Nigeria? In the social media? How many people have been arrested?
It's
when they say they go to school, I don't understand. Even the so-called lawyers that he said he have as a legal team, they are still fools because they've lost it because of money. No wonder the Bible says the root of money, the love of money is the root of all evil.
So please, this is where we call it everyone. Please, I'm begging. This is injustice. For baby testimony is injustice. For Apostle Cassie is injustice. This could happen to anyone. It could happen to you. It could happen to me. Imagine a woman who went to church to seek for help, lost her child in the process. Until now, she didn't have what she went to church to look for. She didn't have her deliverance. She didn't have the help. She went there and she's still suffering. And Apostle Cassie came out to advocate for this woman. He had to lose his own dignity just because he wants his peace.
Sister
He was saying the truth.
Let us
and
say
every
something.
One of us out here, we know that he was saying the truth.
Sister Chante, where is Apostle Suleiman?
He came out and he apologized. I don't know Apostle Suleiman. I don't know him, sir.
But
he came out and he
called him his spiritual father.
And
I think we should also call on him.
Someone else is riding on him. It could happen to you. It can happen to anyone. Please, let's make this stop now with these two people. Let's fight for justice for our baby testimony, and let's fight for justice for Apostle Cassie. We want him released. We need him released, and we want everyone to come together and ask. I believe there's somebody that can talk to Prophet, is he a prophet? Prophet Jeremiah Omoto, to help us to look for that missing child. We have never understood that
this is not talking to him, Mr. Sister Chante. No, if we are sending a message, if we are sending a strong message, we send a strong message to them. We don't want anybody to beg them any longer. Now let this matter be taken to another level. Since he has called for war, he has called for fight. Anybody that calls for war doesn't need to be begged. I'm telling you, and the best way to fight a war, or to fight to defend yourself, the best way to fight a way to defend. So we are going to defend everything we need to do to send them a strong message.
They manipulated him to go and apologize and use his apology against him. Please,
wisdom is profitable to direct. The Bible says, if you anyone that lack wisdom, to ask for wisdom. And all the people that supported him to go and beg, they do well. Now do what I wanted them. God will bless them. I think they're not using it against him now. Using it against him. God will bless all of you now. God will bless you now.
Please, I'm asking, I'm begging.
God will bless you now.
Begging everybody.
Now do well. I think now the beg now who don't beg. You have what MC Legend said, that the beg was not accepted by Jeremiah. That but he was supposed to come.
Why will he manipulate him to go and beg?
That he was supposed to come to the church.
Is that
with
how
other
Christians
prominent men to come and beg? That was what MC Legend said. That apology make was not. It didn't hold water.
Please stop intimidating people. We are begging you. Stop intimidating people. This is a social media space. If you bring anything on air and people have a different opinion about it, they have a right to analyze it. And same
testimony
thing.
Life matters. Cassie life matters.
Everybody's life matters. We cannot.
Everybody life matters. Even you, Jeremiah, your life matters.
In Europe, here, there's no rich man. No poor man. We're all equal. Why Nigeria come different?
Arrogancy, pride everywhere.
Please, I'm begging.
Intimidation everywhere. You cannot speak again.
Please.
If you talk, you die. If you talk, they want to kill you by force. They want to eliminate you because you want to say the truth in Nigeria. What kind of country is that? Sister Chante, let me tell you the truth. I regret this matter now. Make me regret more and more to come from that country, Nigeria. Let me tell you, Sister Chante, do you know how many people in Spain that have thrown away Nigeria passport, that have taken a Spanish passport? I can boldly stand and tell you.
How can someone come out and apologize? He even has a friend, another voice to it, and he just disregards the two voices.
Sister Chante, Sister Chante, listen, that apology was a stage and apology. Let me tell you something you don't want to understand. You don't need to talk about that apology. That apology was not an apology. That thing they went to do, what just they manipulated him to do it. And I was expecting that friend that had his own voice to use wisdom and let him know, no, we are not doing it. Stand for the truth. Stand for the truth. But look at where we are. Look at where we are today. What has the apology done now?
We have a caller, Brad Kingsley. Go ahead, Ma.
I want to contribute. I want to just try to say that there's no need of begging. Because initially, begging did not solve. If Apostle Cassie can beg and it does not solve, I don't think that anybody begging can be able to solve this matter. This matter that comes up is just the way God wants it to come to pass. And any secret thing that is buried, whether beneath the earth or in the waters, must be revealed. Must be revealed. Because I see no reason why Nigerians will be suffering in the hands of people they trusted to become pastors and prophets. Pastors no longer protect the interests of Christians again. When Muslims are protecting the interests of their fellow Muslims, we Christians no longer protect our own fellow members or call people who they depend on us. Apostle Cassie did not commit any offense. They mounted a camera to monitor him when he went and carried a girl. Whether they set that trap to make sure that they trapped him.
Yes, they did that.
And at the same time, it is still them who sent their gang to lure him to go and beg them.
Yes, they did that too.
It was not in 100% intention for Apostle Cassie to go and beg Prophet Jeremiah. Now he has begged him. They use it against him. And you think that by this time, anybody on this earth should beg Jeremiah? Nobody should beg him. Nobody should beg him.
Does he have a heart of forgiveness? Or forgiving anyone?
Cassie is someone inside his captivity. You should hold him. If he knows what he wants to do with Cassie, let him not even leave him. Let him kill him and let him eat him and drink his blood. Because he feels that Cassie is an animal. His blood is for sacrifice. Let him eat him. Let him chew him raw. The whole world is watching. I keep on saying it. God will sanitize the church. The whole world is watching. Outside international countries, they are also watching what is happening in Nigeria. Nigeria does not have any good. They don't have any. In fact, Nigeria does not have any good name again in anywhere.
You're right. You're right, man.
When you go to India, what they remind them is what is their pastor and their prophet. If politicians are making mistakes, the prophets and the pastors are the worst. They are the worst. And the duty of the government, they are not doing it. Pastors are doing what do they call it? They are doing a skill accusation for police, for army, buying their minds, using them against innocency, and people are happy. This one will not be the last.
It will be the last in Jesus' name.
This one will not even be the last. There is a woman of God in Port Harcourt here. who they caught her murdering children, murder children inside motor. And they said they apprehended that they get hold of her. Till today, that matter just lost automatically. They caught a pastor carrying a child, a dead child. They saw him using it for incantation in his altar there at Anambra State, at Enugu State. After bringing out one day in social media, they died that matter. So what did they catch Apostle Cassie with a child, a dead child, or they saw Apostle Cassie sleeping with a married woman, or what did he do for him to be detained? Or is a available offense? Is it three reasons, or is it a felony case?
Defamation of character.
What kind of defamation of character?
Mr. Chante, defamation of character, you are not supposed to be detained for more than 24 hours. For even if defamation of character, Interpol is not supposed to go and pick him up. As far as the case is already in the court. The case is already in the court.
Open our mouth wide, abusing everybody, insulting everybody, not even acting as a minister, insulting everybody, using all necessary, all manner of naughty words, soured words on the social media. Oh, Christ is bleeding on the cross of Calvary.
Mommy, let me tell you something. Mommy, let me tell you something.
Christ is
Mommy, let me tell you something. Let me tell you one thing I just realized now. This matter, as you said that God has a purpose of letting this thing happen, is going to, you know, the lawyer that was talking this evening on that page that we were watching, Sister Chante, do you know he got to hear about testimonies issue through Cassie, through this arrest of Cassie? Showore get to know about this story.
Many people who don't know, who are not aware of
now it's a medium. It's a medium for some good activists to hear about this matter. I tell you,
we need
what is going to
come out now and fight.
Listen,
this man is
what is going to hit
everybody.
Sachate, what is going to hit Mercy City is going to be like the way walls of Jericho fell down when the children of Israel shouted 7 times. That's what is going to happen to that place.
Coming to not only that Mercy City, or every man of God that is misbehaving. What is coming after them?
Because good lawyers, good human rights lawyers are getting to hear the story already. And I know what I'm talking about. You see that man that was talking today? That man is a man of integrity. I'm telling you. And all the lawyers that are working with Showore, they don't take nonsense. They can never be compromised.
I'm very glad Showore came into the picture.
You just wait and see what is going to happen to testimony case and Apostle Cassie case. This thing that just happened, God allowed it to happen for a purpose. So that people will not hear, what made the arrest Cassie? See what made the arrest Cassie. And it will now become a bell. You know, when you begin to ring bell, it's a lad.
They've laid so many allegations on this man. He even take everything for himself, came out and apologized, even knowing the truth. He left the truth behind just to want to have peace.
That is so punishment from God.
That is where he made everybody angry.
God knows what he does. God knows what he does. God allow him to do that thing. God allow him to run away from the truth so that he will be arrested.
God that will know that holds the end of this matter. And this justice must surely prevail.
Yes.
This justice will prevail. God knows the beginning of this matter. It wouldn't have started. God wants to use baby testimony to unveil every unveilable things. And as I speak with you now, I am not speaking with fear. I am speaking with God's divine authority that justice will prevail.
Amen.
They should go to their knees and ask God for forgiveness. Otherwise, what is coming after them? It is prophecies that has happened last year before last, concerning prophets and pastors. Those that don't want to go directly to the line of the divine purpose of why Christ died on the cross. Those that refuse to preach the reason why Christ is coming, as they refuse to go preach the divine word of Christ, all those people, they are going to pay for it. arrest, let them arrest. But they will get tired. They will get tired. Because God himself, he is standing for the innocency. And as I speak with you, you will see what will happen. It will be less than no time. God, the angels of God, the trumpet of justice will sound. As I say it with all boldness in the name of Jesus Christ.
Amen. Thank you, Ma. Thank you, Kola. Because this thing, make I speak for Pidgin English right now. This thing when it happens, so if it happened to you, if it happened to me. So because one man get money somewhere, will come to intimidate all of us. May we stop him. May we stop him. If we not come together, fight this case together, fight this man together, it will continue like this to the do him. We need everybody make it enter this matter. Anybody when you go enter this matter, please let them come into this matter.
Only hatred. It is totally political. I am seeing it that there is politics in the house of God. I am seeing it. There is different thing in the house of God. This is not ordinary at all. This is not ordinary.
He's looking for supremacy now. He want to be on top of all the pastors in Nigeria.
Thank you,
want to be on top.
Thank you, Kola.
Then it's a chance.
They should go and look what happened to Nebuchadnezzar. They should go and look what happened to Nebuchadnezzar. After apprehending, after putting Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego inside the fire, they should go and read that chapter.
Thank you, Ma. Thank you, Kola. So I thank everyone for joining us this evening. God bless you. And please, let's come together. Let's fight this together, because if not, it won't stop. It will keep on going like this. And we can shout from now till next week. If no action is taken, I won't see baby testimony. And a lot of people can be arrested the way Apostle Cassie has been arrested. That man is innocent. Our baby also is innocent. And we are all the ones suffering for it. Please, let's share this broadcast. Let it get to the people that would believe can help us in this case. Please, I'm begging everyone.
Let me quickly say something before I go.
Please.
I just want to use this media to say, Mr. Sowore, I appreciate you. In fact, the Nigerians will say thank you for your effort.
So much.
Ijele, God will bless you and bless you and bless you abundantly, give you more strength to fight for the oppressed, to fight for the innocent ones. And I want to thank the team of Sowore too, that marched with him to the police station yesterday, and for him to alert his lawyer, to alert the human rights activists, to alert his team, his teams. I say, Sowore, God will bless you. Amen. In fact, even if it happens, you don't become the president this time, your ambition will come to pass in your life. If this is your time to become Nigeria president, you will become it. Nothing will stop you.
Amen.
If it is the next time you want to become Nigeria president, God knows. But God knows how He's going to reward you. All these things you have been doing for the oppressed, doing for the less privileged, fighting for the innocent ones, even right from the NSAS, you have been fighting. Even before the NSAS, you have been fighting. Even people you don't know, you come out and fight for them. God will bless you and protect your family and protect you. No evil hand will touch you. We Nigerians that love truth, we stand with you spiritually and physically. Nothing will happen to you, sir.
Amen.
And I want to use this opportunity to beg Ijele, please. I would like you to reach Sister Chantel, please, if possible, tomorrow, and talk to her, and want to know how we can reach your friend, the lawyer that was talking this evening. Please, we really need to talk to him, please. I beg you. And if it is possible, we talk on a group chat. Please, we really need your help. We here in diaspora, we need your help, and we are ready to support you guys to fight the race against injustice. So thank you very much, Mr. Sowore. Thank you, Ijele. I forget the name of that. It's a Calabar man. I forget the name. That man that was talking today. It's from Rivers. I think it's a Calabar guy. So thank you very much, Effion also. Thank you very much. We love you guys, and we are ready to support you guys all the way. Thank you. Good night.
Good night, sir. Thank you very much, Brackinsley. God bless you.
Welcome.
Good night. Mommy Vivian, this is my YouTube handle on my screen right here. If you can see it, where I write OK Ma at the top, it's Analyzers Debate TV program. That's my YouTube channel. Please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. And Johnny, I see your comments. I will try and reach him. I will try and reach him. I will do just that. Thank you so much. God bless everyone for joining us. Good night.